Welcome to the Bad Movie Night podcast, covering the worst movies you've never seen. We hope you enjoy listening to Bad Movie Night podcast.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the Bad Movie Night podcast. My name is Chris, and tonight we are buzzing around a new movie from 2005 called Mansquito.
No, he's not dead, Tom. It's not my blood. No, Ray! No! Is it gone?
Yes. Yeah.
Mansquito. Man.
Yeah.
We're back, guys. Sad state of affairs on the Bad Movie Night podcast as Spiv and Lindsay are both out this week. They do reassure us that they will return. I have doubts.
They're hanging out without us.
I have doubts. They probably started their own podcast.
Right.
Yeah.
Quickly.
How much more successful?
Quickly passing the popularity of I did think about that. We should do that. We should start a new podcast. Just say
about what?
Fuck it to the. I don't know. Maybe we watch good movies, or like real movies.
There's probably less good movie podcasts than there are bad movie podcasts.
Probably. That's what I'm saying. And we could bring our je ne sais quoi to the movie.
Our what?
I don't. What's the saying? How do you?
Maybe we should just
Je ne sais quoi.
Je ne sais quoi.
We should just do that for you. Just switch and then switch.
Yeah, not even say anything.
Yeah, just do it like
Just like one episode we're Bad Movie Night, next episode
and we just do it
movie
straight,
night.
no comedy or anything. Just like
What about
dry
middle of the road movies?
What?
Like good movies that aren't like hugely popular.
Oh gosh, it's like what we do now.
Name that.
That might be worse than what we do
what
now.
would fall in that category?
Yeah, what's
The Burbs.
The Burbs is a great fucking movie.
Amazing movie.
That's
But how many do you know
fantastic.
that are like, I like the Burbs? You probably know very few
Everyone
people
I know is like, yeah, the Burbs is
on this
a good ass fucking-
podcast, but outside of that, in reality,
I don't know anyone outside of this.
Well, there's your problem.
This is it.
This is my world.
This is part of the
Okay.
problem. Oh, see, we're already offending the French Canadians here.
Oh, we're sorry.
That's all they ever get.
Je ne sais quoi.
French Canadians. What else do they ever get? Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's what we're going to be doing going forward. It's probably not that, but we'll see. We'll see if next week happens. We almost canceled tonight because it's Viv and Lindsay.
I'm shocked.
It really does put a downer, and I know like the circumstances are out of their control, but I was kind of like pumped to do the show, and then like last minute when everybody cancels, it's like here we go again.
Yeah.
Everybody's canceling, and so I think going forward there has to be a penalty for that,
Yeah, I think so too. That's
You
what I've
get
been saying.
demerits.
where it's like you're not allowed to watch this week's movie until you watch Witchcraft
Oh,
10
no,
again, or
I
something
can't
like,
watch
you have to, yeah, like you have to be punished in some way.
How about the punishment is you have to do a segment that no one else wants to do? Like,
Oh, you have to
read the
bring a new
emails.
segment
You have
to
to
the
do
show.
everybody else's segment.
Oh, that's great.
You have to do a super creepy history. That's what you have to do.
Yeah.
I don't know.
We have to
Something.
brainstorm.
Let's brainstorm this. If you have any ideas, leave them in the comments. Tonight, though, I mean, this is also the frustrating thing. Is like we're talking about fucking Mansquito.
I know.
And Spiv and Lindsay aren't here. And I know at the end of the year, Spiv's gonna be like, I don't know what a Mansquito is, and Lindsay's like, I think we got all them in Iowa. Where she's from.
Iowa.
That's pretty good.
But like. This is some
True.
fucking bullshit being done to Mansquito, is my point.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
It's
must
gonna get robbed
watch
for movie
this
of the year.
Yeah, this is going to come up again.
It's gonna be Ticker too. Watch.
Well, let's not go
no.
that far. AJ, can you tell me what the 2005 blockbuster action horror movie Mansquito is about?
I'll try. So, you watched The Fly and got a little turned on by Jeff Goldblum. But now a madman becomes the experiment. Only then will he discover his alternate life as the Mansquito.
I must fuck it to save humanity.
Radar, because it's pretty fucking awesome. AJ. Great premise, whole section. Spiv and Lizzie was here, they'd probably be like,
They'd probably laugh, right?
They'd probably like, that is a pretty good premise, whole section. And then
I tried.
Spiv would say something probably misogynistic or just
Yeah,
a
or
little bit
offensive.
inappropriate.
Yeah.
Lindsay would say some colloquial that no one understands because it's from Iowa. The corn's all acting spicy today or some shit like that. And we'd be like, what the fuck does that mean?
This movie really got my husker flutter.
Yeah, exactly. And then we would like banter a little bit and then we would
Yeah.
move on.
Yeah,
And we would
true.
move on and do the history hole, which
We
from
don't
what
have.
I'm hearing, there is none.
There's no history hole tonight.
Can we go over the IMDb and act like we did something of the movie?
Can we pretend?
Can we just dive into it
Can we
in
take
like
it
4
back to
seconds?
the year 2005?
We can stall a little bit if you need time there.
Yeah, how much time you need here? Because I got some stuff I
we
can
got
lay
things
out.
to talk about.
Yeah.
Chris has
all
grievances
right.
to air.
Mosquito Man.
Why
It's
didn't
from
do the bumper?
2005.
For Aaron's History Hole.
All right, so Mosquito Man, aka my Mansquito
Mansquito
with a Q, Squito. Yes, this movie was released in the United States on March 5th, 2005, which is pretty cool. Some other American films in 2005
Why is
March?
that pretty cool, Aaron?
because
Good year,
there
right?
some other movies would be Cool, The Jacket.
Oh gosh, Adrian Brody.
I never saw that with Adrian Brody and
disappointment.
jackets.
Yeah, I saw it. I forget what it's about though.
Is it good?
That could be on a new
Brody and
podcast.
Jacket.
Forgettable.
Yeah, he just puts on jackets.
Yeah.
We have Robots, The Ring 2,
Oh, Ring 2.
Miss Congeniality 2, Armed and Fabulous.
Never saw it.
We have The Ballad of Jack and Rose and Beauty Shop.
Interesting.
What the
year.
fuck are they? I don't know any of these movies.
Interesting
You're telling me
year.
there was no good movie in 2005?
There's lots of good albums that came out in 2005.
Like what?
I don't know. Good
How
stuff.
about
Images and
Vin
Words? Wasn't that
Diesel as
2005?
a daycare dad in The
It
Pacifier?
wasn't.
Dude, The Descent came out in 2005.
Demon
Yeah, but
Days.
no,
I
we're
think, came out
talking
in
March of
2005.
2005.
Doom came out in
Fine.
2005.
All right, 2005, highest grossing films. We have Star Wars Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith.
Yeah, 2005.
The Chronicles
Images
of
and Words came out in
Narnia, The
2005?
Lion,
I
the
think
Witch,
so,
and
yeah.
the Wardrobe.
You're full of shit.
Yeah.
Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire. War of the Worlds. King
Images and
Kong,
Words.
Wedding Crashers, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
1992. You were so fucking wrong. You were off by more than a decade.
That wasn't
Aaron,
the album I was thinking of.
Aaron, literally no one was listening to you. Not
Yeah,
even the
no,
people
no, no.
like
This is
listening.
why I don't want to do this anymore.
Exactly.
Why
No,
do I waste
I
time?
know you didn't dress up for your history hall, which is ridiculous because the movie's called Mosquito Man, and you could have been Mosquito Man, and it would have made the whole show. And now he's leaving because he can't handle the criticism, and that's actually
Train
a
of thought.
personal flaw that he should talk
Train
to
of
his
thought
therapist
was
about.
early.
Man,
Because-
squeak toe.
You need to be able to recognize your own personal flaws if you
I
want.
have tons of them. I don't need you to tell me about them. God damn it.
Train of Thought
I'm
is
well
not a good
aware of
album.
how shitty of a human being I am. Thank
It's
you.
probably the last decent album. Right?
It's the last decent album.
All right. I'm going to solve this fucking problem. Hold on. There we go. All right, Rebecca. And we also have Madagascar and Mr. and Mrs. Smith. So, the original title for this film was Mansquito. In a few other countries, it's Mosquito Man. Some play
Yeah.
on that based on
That's what it is on
the language.
Tubi.
Yeah, on TV it's Mosquito Man. Yeah, but the title
Dude, did
is
you see
originally
there's-
Mansquito.
There's like a new Mosquito Man.
There were like multiple Mosquito movies.
Oh yeah, there was a bunch. I want to watch the new one. We're definitely putting that on the wheel for sure. Chris is yet to figure out that he's still muted, which is hilarious.
Chris and AJ
Stop
just
muting
talk
me.
to
Did I say
themselves.
anything? You didn't hear me at all?
Okay, I will say this movie has the best summary in IMDb ever. A scientist and her subject turn into mutant insects.
It's not,
Yeah, no,
not
that's
untrue. It's
not a lot
pretty
to
true.
work
Very,
Pretty
very
true.
concise, to the point.
Mhm.
Our director for this was Tibor Takács. Chris, Tibor Takács.
Tibor.
Tibor
Takács.
Takács.
Didn't we
Takács.
watch something else of his?
I know the name sounded so
Yeah, that
familiar,
does
so I was
sound
trying to figure out
interesting.
what it was. Was it spiders? Maybe no, that was newer.
He
That
has a
sounds
lot of
cool.
stuff.
He has a bunch of things like ice
Yeah.
spiders, killer rats,
Black Worm. Blowback.
Nostradamus,
It wasn't
The
spiders.
Wonderful World of Disney. Police Academy, the series, Red Line, Sabotage, The Outer Limits, Red Shoe
Why
Diaries.
can't I
Tropical
go
Heat.
back, IMDb?
Oh, The Gate.
He did
The Gate, Chris. The Gate.
did
That's
The
what we
Gate?
watched his. Yeah,
Oh,
he
The
did The
Gate.
Gate. From way back in 1987.
Dude, he did Redline too, 1997.
There's actually a couple of his
Yeah.
movies we wanted to see.
Rutger Hauer, man, that was a good one.
Well, we're going to add that to our list again.
Red
It's already on the list.
Did we already watch that?
Sabotage.
That is pretty much it. There was a bunch of writers for this. We have Kenneth M. Badish, Ray Canella, and Boz Davidson. I think
Those are a
these
bunch
guys
of
were-
writers.
Yeah.
Literally, the writing is the least.
I mean,
Like, it's the
Like-
worst part of this fucking movie.
Kenneth wrote things like Santa Jaws and Alligator Alley.
That
Wow.
explains
Santa
it, right?
Jaws?
Santa Jaws.
So they're getting better.
Ozark Sharks. I mean, just what? And a few Christmas movies too, which is great. Ray wrote Rise of the Zombies, Megafault, Megapython versus Gatoroid, which sounds like a drink, and Bigfoot. Most recently, Battle Dogs.
Sweet.
Battle Dogs
Boz
sounds-
Battle
Davidson
Dogs, they're
wrote
robots?
The Expendables 2. He produced that. He produced 16 Blocks.
Oh, 16
is,
blocks, yeah. Did he all right?
No, 16 Blocks was
Tom Travolta.
no, it was Bruce
No.
Willis and
Oh.
Mos Def.
Mos Def. I like Mos Def.
He's I
His
forget what
music,
his actual name is now. What he goes by, whatever it is, Yassine
Mos
Bey.
Oh.
I guess that's his
He's
real
had some
name. I
good
don't know.
albums.
Yes, he did produce a bunch of cool stuff like Rambo: Last Blood, a whole bunch of movies. Is there anything else you really want to talk about other than there is some other movies that seem kind of similar, like that new version of Mosquito Man?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
There's lots of Mosquito.
2013
Maybe
There's
that's
lots
the
of
punishment
Mosquito.
for skipping. They have to watch all the Mosquito Man movies that exist.
and
And
rank
report
them.
back.
Yeah,
Yes.
report back on a special
No,
episode.
I think we make them have to watch a witchcraft movie again before
Can
they
we
watch.
pick which one? Because that'd be
The
awesome.
Mosquito Man looks cool, man.
And then we
That looks really
quiz them
cool.
on it to make sure they're doing it.
So this is that one from 2013. Down on his luck and an unlikely hero, Jim Crawley is having the worst day of his miserable life. He decides to end it all and even fails at that. An improbable event changes everything and he becomes a half man, half creature. Mosquito Man.
Hmm.
He's like an anti-superhero type thing. I don't know. It looks kind of fun.
Eh. It's a
It looks pretty
superhero
cool.
Movie. How good can it be?
I don't know if it's a superhero. I'm thinking it's more like a Dark Man kind of movie.
Oh, you had me at Dark Man.
Dark man, die.
So
Is that it?
that's, I mean, I guess, yeah, I'm just making the shit up as I go. So there we go. Move along.
Good job,
please.
man. That was pretty good for making
Aaron, that was
I
fantastic.
feel like I don't
Nice
have to do any
job
more
on your
effort.
toes.
next
No,
time.
there.
you really don't.
I'm just
No,
gonna wing
you
it.
don't. Nobody else does. So
So just join the.
you
the
need
club.
to do an image. You have to change the image. That's the most important thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay. I can do that.
Okay?
Yeah.
Can you do that?
All right, I'm going to wing it next time.
All right. Here we go. Time to talk about the Mosquito Man. So here we go. Hey everyone, this is Chris, and just reminding you in the still of tonight to go to patreon.com/badmovienightshow and sign up. For $2 a month, you get access to the exclusive bonus podcast pre-show, as well as other bonuses. That's patreon.com/badmovienightshow. We're back. Time to dive into mojitos. AJ,
Mojito.
what did you think of Mosquito Man? Mansquito.
Mansquito. Many different names. Yeah, this was great. Lots of fun. Right off the bat, we jumped right into it. I was shocked by that. Like, instantly we're into trouble and hijinks are ensuing. It was fantastic. The special effects were a lot of fun. The gore was ridiculous. Lots of bad writing. Lots of action. Only complaint is maybe the movie's a little long for the Mansquito action. But other than that, like, I had a really fun time with this movie. I can't remember the last time I watched something like this on the show and like really had a good time with it. It's nice.
Felt good.
Felt great.
Aaron.
I think it took itself a little too seriously. But other than that, I enjoyed it. Like, the story is stupid. The special effects are middling, but fun. I think they showed the creature too much. But I was really hoping it was going to have some like crazy bug zapper scene, and our ending, in a sense, is a giant bug zapper. So that part was very fulfilling. There were a lot of great like killing. Just it takes off and just starts murdering everybody left and right. The subplot line of like the only way to save humanity is by fucking this thing is kind of creepy. But you got to do what you got to do.
Did you save humanity, Aaron?
No. It's not worth it.
Well, then just don't do anything because we're right on track.
Okay. Rebecca, what did you think of Mansquitos?
Yeah, I liked it. I did feel like it was long, but it kept moving at a good pace. So like you didn't get bored or anything. And it moved to so many different places. Like you were in the lab, but then you were in the club and then the house. Like it did a good job of keeping things different, so it kept you engaged in what was happening. I really could have done without the like crackle noises of him transforming into the mosquito. That like grated on my brain, but yeah, I enjoyed it.
I have one more complaint, Chris. The guy named Aaron is a complete dickbag, and I feel very seen by that.
Who was Aaron?
The old scientist guy.
Oh, the boss.
Miserable.
The one that got drunk then.
He
It
was
was just all about the money, man. It was
I
all
know.
about the money. Did you see his computer with the projected graph going up?
AJ, it was the 90s. Everybody was rich.
That's all they could do on computers then. Just have graphs that go up.
Graphs just went up everywhere. It was
You're
actually
going down
2005
in
too.
trouble.
In the 90s, Images and Words came out. Dude, this movie was fucking awesome. This was fucking great. This is like just a good, fun B movie. Like, sure, there's some problem. It's lazy writing. But because that's not the highlight of the movie, people came for a man that turns into a mosquito, and they got that. Like, they got this dude mosquitoing the shit out of people with like really fun kill sequences and gore effects and the mosquito suit. This movie ended and Tubi was like, you know what you fucking want, and it served me up some Squeedo movie with, I forget what it was called, but I think it might be the
adjacent.
I think it might be the sequel to this movie, and I was like, suck it down like a mosquito would my blood. That's what I did.
Process right now.
Like, if anything, this might be the best movie we've ever watched.
No,
in my life.
Whoa.
In my fucking life.
No, it's not.
What?
I don't know. We've watched
we
like
just watched
Hardware
all
and
witchcraft movies.
We've watched way better movies than this.
Society. Yeah, no, this is just top tier schlocky creature feature fun.
Yeah.
And it's very forgettable. That's the thing. Like, what was your favorite kill in the movie?
Oh, when he slices the guy's head off in the trailer there.
Sliced in half.
That brought it back too. That's
some like Resident Evil stuff.
Oh, wait,
there.
I have that. Let me find that. Yeah, okay.
That was pretty
You're right.
cool. I wasn't expecting that because before
was
that was a lot of stabbing and stuff with like, you know.
That was shocking, that sequence. So that is memorable, but the rest it's just like him stabbing people, which was always well done, but
kind of cheesy, like when he shot, when the guy shot like the rocket launcher at the like the thing and exploded kind of haphazardly, like, you know.
Nobody ever learns that the bullets, shooting it does nothing. They all keep doing it.
Yeah.
Like the SWAT team murdered downstairs, and you're like,
and the security guards are going to stop them.
Right? Yeah. Like, what are you doing?
But Aaron,
they had guns.
We do learn, like, at the end of the movie, like, if you shoot the mosquito in its head, like, it fucking hurts it because its brain is hanging out there. Like,
yeah, that's true.
Damn, that was a good effect.
Oh, look how bad that is.
It was
That's
like
awesome.
practical. Yeah.
I like that. That's badass.
That's cool. Had a couple more of those scenes. That's what we could have used.
Yeah.
I didn't even notice the brain. That's a shame because when it goes quickly, you don't really get to see
never
much
notice the brain. You never see much brain. What do you think Spiv would have thought of this movie? He'd have been like,
He
I like
hated
those
it.
mosquitoes, but
Yeah,
there
I
wasn't
think
enough
he would find
smoke.
some stupid, inane reason to hate it. The
You're like,
plot was
"Stop."
actually simultaneously too much and not enough at the same time.
That technology never would have worked.
There's much mosquito action, but there's too much mosquito action. Not enough mosquito action either.
That's pretty accurate.
Well, yeah, I mean, I like the mosquitoes.
Mosquitoes
But there was
actually
just
buzz at a
too
frequency of
much.
322 megahertz. So we wouldn't be able to hear that as a human.
What about Lindsay?
I don't know. She'd be like, we
Lindsay
don't
would love
have
this.
mosquitoes in Iowa. We got corn. Corn mosquitoes.
Corn mosquitoes.
we got flying possums or some shit.
Mosquitoes. What'd you guys think of our leading man? What's that guy from
This guy,
Terminator 2?
the cop.
Robert
That's what he looks
Patrick
like.
Jr.
Yeah, I
He
like
looks like-
Robert Patrick.
Actually,
Jr.
he looks like a mixture of Robert Patrick and what's his name? The kid from T2.
Oh
Take their
yeah,
faces, combine
Foghorn.
them.
What's his name? Edward
Foghorn.
Furlong. Edward Flurlong. What's his name? Furlong.
Edward Furlong, like a measurement.
Yeah, I can see that with the hair of Edward Furlong.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
combine
yeah.
both their
Took me
faces.
forever to realize where I recognize him from. He was in the TV miniseries I Know My Name is Steven, about Steven Stainer, who was kidnapped as a kid, but then was found, came back, but then his brother ended up being a serial killer. And there's just there's just a documentary, and he was in it as being part of the movie, playing the kid.
I'm the dude playing the kid, pretending to be the other kid.
Wait,
Like,
this
that's
adult
awesome.
guy was in the movie nowadays pretending to be a kid?
No. Well, he was in the documentary that was just now. The movie was in 1989.
I'm so confused.
This is layers
It's a
of...
documentary about the movie.
Oh, was he like a
No,
like
it's a
host of the
documentary about the
documentary?
kid and his brother.
So why
Was he
did you
like
mention
was he like the
movie?
voice of the kid or something?
You were trying
He
to
was
make
an
it as
actor.
complicated as possible.
He was an
Okay.
actor, and he was
So
in
it's
the
like-
movie in 1989 playing the kid.
Okay, there we go.
What?
I have to follow this.
What? What do you mean? I thought he was in the
I'm gonna
documentary.
need a chart, Rebecca.
I don't
We're gonna need some chart.
understand.
We need a PowerPoint.
Give me a
All right,
chart.
that's what the quiz is about. Get
Is he like
ready.
America's Most Wanted?
Is this how you teach? It's about a guy who was
No,
in a
because my
thing,
students actually
pretended to be a
listen to
guy.
me.
He was a kid, but not actually a kid because he's a guy. But in 1989, he was a kid who played a guy who was a
I'm
kid.
so confused.
No idea. What?
I
No
get it.
idea.
I get it. I follow you. We don't listen. We're grown-ups.
Yeah.
Rebecca, that was really good.
That was awesome.
Shut up.
Thing.
What grade
Is that a true crime movie though?
It sounds like it.
Yes.
Yes.
That's if it's
Okay.
about Rebecca, it's totally. A true
If
crime.
Rebecca knew it, it's definitely
It's a
true.
true crime.
She knows how to
Um,
commit every crime and get away with it by now. Which is why we all
she's
should be
Become
very
the
nice.
expert,
to her.
right?
Abuses everyone.
So am I going in the box?
I
or
never
outside
saw
of
it
the box?
coming. There's
Or
too
who's
many.
going in the box? I'm not sure who goes in the box. Just get in the fucking box.
So we have our
Alright.
lead cop, Edward Furlong
Mr. Jones.
Patrick Jr.
Yeah.
Who's
What's his
doing
name?
cop work.
Yeah. What's his real name?
I don't know. Eric.
It's in the
Let's
chat.
make a name.
Corin Nemec.
Okay, Cormier. All right. Thank you.
What
Wait,
is it?
that's his real
No,
name
that's-
in real
Thank
life?
you,
that can't
deleted
be.
scenes. At least someone knows what I'm talking about.
Wait, is she talking about the thing now? That okay.
Oh
wait,
my
is it-
god!
Yeah, his name
Top
is
name.
Corner Nemec.
It
in the
is.
movie?
It's Corin Nemec.
That's his
He
real
plays
name.
Lieutenant Thomas Randall.
Oh,
Okay.
he's in Stargate. Duh.
Yeah, of course.
Oh, okay. Yeah, name
Yeah.
sounds familiar.
Who's in a relationship, some would say a budding romantic relationship with our lead scientist actress,
Yeah.
lady with hair.
Which
I
is
don't know her
Musetta
name.
Vander, who
That's
plays
what I said.
Dr. Jennifer
She was.
Allen.
What did you think of her? I thought she was pretty
She's
good.
good, and I
Yeah.
recognized her from
She's
other
been in a
things.
bunch of stuff, right?
Yeah.
She looked very familiar.
I don't
She's in
know
Oh
what
Brother
she's
Where
been-
Art Thou. She's one of the sirens.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You said Vanner? Is that her? Yeah, you're right.
Musetta
Yeah.
Vander.
She's in
She's
Mortal
in
Kombat Annihilation.
Annihilation. There you
Oh,
go.
Wild Wild
Dude.
West. Classics here.
Wicka wicka
She's been
wow
in
wow west.
Classic bad
so
movies.
much.
Yeah.
She's been in Project fucking motherfucking Shadow Chaser. up in
Dude,
this
she's in
fire.
a lot of stuff.
I didn't
Shit.
see that one. Which sequel was that?
Dude, she was in Project Metal Beast. Remember that was like the second.
Oh my
or third
god.
season?
Oh, wow.
Project Metal Beast. That brings us back, doesn't it?
Wow, yeah.
What a great
Takes
title.
me back.
That was a great title. Terrible
Back when
movie.
we were young and innocent, we thought
Yeah.
we had the world ahead of us, and then
Yeah.
our lives. Just
Little did we know.
All right,
And
bro.
realized
did we
should
know.
have did something
so
else.
innocent and youthful and full of wonder for life. And now,
Chris, stop writing Bruce Springsteen songs.
if you looked at that like chart, if you looked at the chart for that, it would be like here it's 2005, and then it's just ever since then it's going down. But that is life. That's just
Yeah, it just reflects the
That's-
world, man.
reflects the world. It's a beautiful thing. So, I have these two interesting relationships. She's doing science when they decide to bring a convicted felon into the scientific
Oh, what were they
laboratory
thinking?
because they're gonna experiment on him, make him a mosquito man,
Mhm.
possibly.
Possibly.
We should
Well,
say
this
the
is
whole
what's confusing.
wraparound for this movie though is because there's a virus that has
Mhm.
spread, and
Yes,
they need
they-
to find a cure.
Yes,
Gillen
that's
virus.
The Baltimore mosquito virus.
Also, just known as going to Baltimore.
What was their plan
The
with
virus
him,
you get
though?
when you go to
Were
Baltimore.
they going to make him a mosquito man or just test like a vaccine on him?
Just test the vaccine.
They were going to test to see. Yeah.
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 Supposedly.
You need
I mean, they're
convicts to do
they're
that?
pretty shady about it.
Well, they don't want to use just anybody.
Yeah, so they're
Yeah, you
going to
don't
use
want any-
people that
What if what if it makes you
society doesn't
blow
care
up?
about.
You don't want that out there. You want
terrible.
Or what if it makes you
rather-
turn into a mosquito?
Right.
I mean, that's pretty badass.
Why is that badass? You live like
You
a
can
week and a
fly,
half and you
Aaron.
get squished.
I guess you would live a week and a half.
All
right?
you
We
wanna
don't
do-
know.
Drink blood
Oh.
and mate.
Aaron, mosquitoes only live a
That's
week
what
and a
we wanna
half
do now.
because
Like a
they're so
Saturday
small. Because they're so small, they experience life at a different rate than you.
That's true.
Blown up 100 times, they'll experience 100 times the life of a little mosquito.
So if because I'm so fat, that means I experience time at like
Oh,
twice as long as normal people.
Man, doesn't that sound amazing?
yeah, you were.
Sounds like
Yeah,
great
what's it
math
like?
to me.
I don't know. I wouldn't know. I don't remember what it's like being thin.
Exactly. It's all about your perception and relativity.
But
to-
I'm getting older too, so like.
Oh,
time
here's
seems
an
to be
interesting
accelerating.
mosquito fact. Males
Lay it on
live
me.
10 days. Women the females live 42 to 56 days.
That's
Wow.
typical women
It's from the stress
sitting around watching us
of
die.
the lady mosquitoes.
Trying to please them? You can't have
Is there like a reason for that? It must be biological, like some.
Yeah, probably.
Probably because they have to lay eggs and stuff, so
Right.
they need longer to
Reach-
like
reach a
actually
maturity
make eggs,
level
lay
and
the
then-
eggs.
It's pretty cool.
I had eggs
Evolution.
for dinner. I had some eggs for dinner.
What a pointless
Mosquito
existence.
eggs.
I don't know. They could have been. They look like chicken eggs, but
You
who
wouldn't know
knows?
because they're so small, right?
Man, how
Yeah,
much
we
did you
can't trust
spend
them.
for those eggs too?
They were like a
Inflation?
week. Yeah, I spent like a lot on those eggs. What's
Yeah.
going
Yeah.
on with eggs? They're all
You get them at
Yeah,
Aldi?
it's out of
Avian flu,
control.
man.
fuck. I didn't go to Aldi.
avian
How would I go to Aldi?
To get your mosquito eggs. Where should I get them?
No, I think I went to Giant for those eggs. And that's the wraparound for the story because the convict escapes and then causes a huge mosquito explosion, which renders
sweet.
him infected with
I'm infected.
mosquito virus.
Damn.
I
What a
can't-
Well,
way
he's
to
like
go.
irradiated. I thought
What
they
a
said it was
way to go. Look at that.
radiation.
Yeah,
that
it was
blue
a
gel.
mixture of radiation and the
You know, vaccines
Dude.
and radiation together make you.
Look at that. That's
If
cool.
I live near a nuclear reactor, if this thing blows, does that mean I'm going to turn mosquito? That'd be pretty fucking sweet.
Probably.
Hmm?
I mean, you'll probably just die very slowly and not realize it until it's too late.
Okay. Oh, look at that. Sean says, I saw that male mosquitoes don't drink blood, only females.
Really?
Interesting.
Wow.
Interesting.
well, because they're the
Yeah.
ones that need the eggs.
The nutrients.
they-
right?
that's what they need them
Do males
for.
eat?
No,
Must
they
be
just
sucky to be
hang
Yeah.
out.
Boring.
mosquito man.
Stab people.
You die a
in
few
this
days
movie.
later. Yeah.
So what do you do as a mosquito man?
What don't you do?
Apparently, you just go around killing everything in
Let's
your
put
path.
that. If we put that into lives of like humans, where women would live 4 times longer than men, do you imagine the world?
That
would
was
be
twice as long.
such a whatever. The world would be such a different place.
Yeah, well, we're getting there.
True.
Very thought
Would you wanna
provoking,
be-
Chris.
I know. I'm full of like philosophical. philosophy.
Philosophicals? What is that? A
Philosophy?
philosophy?
I'm full of falafels.
Philosophical thoughts, Aaron. I'm a deep
Yeah.
human. I listened to Images and Words from 1992 by Dream
Yeah.
Theater.
Oh, it's a great
Very,
album.
very
So playing
philosophical.
NPR every morning, right?
NPR. Ooh, some little keyboard action. I was like, yeah.
And it opens.
Jordan Rudess.
Someone's murdered
Is it Jordan
somewhere.
Rudess? I don't know if it was Jordan Rudess. Anyways, and then we get an interesting scene where a waiter is down at the level of people sitting at the table, and I just didn't understand. Was that a standing table, or were they seated there and he just bent over? Because I've never had a waiter bend
What?
over.
Can you play that again? That is. Oh, it is a standing table.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's high tops.
Oh,
Dude,
yeah,
high
it's
tops.
Ah,
It's a high
I'm
top.
not a fan of high tops
hate
because
high tops are
typically
ridiculous.
they have to be done right or just don't do it at all. You know what I
Well,
mean?
usually the stools are too tall, and then I'm like
Yeah.
sitting up really high
Yeah.
and tables down
Uh-huh.
my nutsack.
It's like you have to
and
work
it's just
when you
not
eat.
comfortable.
Who wants
And you're
to
like,
do
what's
that?
the advantage? I could sit up higher so I can see over.
It's
things.
uncomfortable. You're uncomfortable.
It's
Like,
just like
that's the
SUVs.
reality of the situation. Booths are the classic setup. I'm
Booths
sorry.
Booths
are the way
are
to
the
go.
best.
Booths
I don't want
are
to sit at a
classic.
table. I feel so exposed and naked
Yeah.
at a table. Booth.
Right.
I'm like, finally,
I like the
unleash my
low
gut.
cut
I can
booth
hide
too.
stuff.
If you have like distance, like kind of like in Seinfeld, you put your arm over it. You know, like
That's not
No,
bad.
no, no.
That's
You
not
need
bad.
that
Not bad.
barrier behind you, though. So you don't.
you can still have that. You can have some
Mhm.
distance. You know.
You need a little distance.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I could go either way with a booth. But I do like. Actually, I prefer a very confined booth.
Yeah.
Gives
A
me the
confined
privacy.
booth.
Yes.
Like you get the
I-
privacy.
a bit of privacy.
Privacy.
Cuts down on some of the
I can be
noise around
myself
you.
while
Yeah.
I'm eating, like
Yeah.
an animal.
You just take your clothes off and do
Naked.
whatever you want.
Get naked. So
They should
The
have like a
problem-
curtain, so you can eat in privacy.
no, I like to people watch. Don't get me wrong.
No,
Fuck
no, no.
watch.
I hate it because
You
I
can
hear
peek
these
out the
conversations.
Be one of those creepers who's peeping.
Yeah. What's the best place to eat and people watch?
The Mosquito
Just
Coast.
curious.
Like a bar where you can watch like some dude hit on a woman and fail.
I feel like something franchise, like
Oh,
Olive
or you
Garden. Olive Garden would be a
You want
classic
like,
place to people
excuse
watch.
me.
Oh,
Yeah.
Olive Garden.
Yeah.
I love it buying microwave meals.
Yeah. And waiting 2 hours to get seated. Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Going back to Mosquito Man. The
Oh,
guy
man, he's
transforms.
transforming.
And even like the transforming sequences, I thought some of the CGI, especially for the time, not
totally
bad,
good.
right?
Yeah.
No,
I
there's a
was
good mix
impressed
of
with it.
practical and CGI.
Look
Now,
at
that one's a little creepy, but it looks cool.
Creepy. And then, but like the whole reveal is done, so it's like one shot, and he comes and he's a practical effect. Then the lighting is good. Everything
Yeah.
about the production quality of this movie is good.
It's pretty good.
Even the sets are all cool
Mhm.
because like you had that whole laboratory things built with like tubing. What's that
Yeah.
stuff called? PVC pipe and
PVC
shit.
pipe.
Yeah.
And like
That's
I
cool.
don't know,
Look at that.
I mean, it looks great.
shower curtains and PVC pipe, but it looked legit. And they
For a
blew that fucking
low-budget
shit
movie?
up.
It was gone.
They blew
All
that
the
shit up.
yeah, all the sets were good and the lighting was good. You had a sewers where there's an epic showdown,
Always
which I've
have
never been in a
sewers.
sewer that's this big, but this was like this reminded me at the time when I was watching this, I was thinking of like
Yeah.
the relic
Yeah.
and
No, I
Mimic,
was thinking
like that
of
time-
Underground kind of like caverns.
Yeah.
things. Like
What's the-
passageways.
Guillermo del Toro movie with the bugs.
Mimic.
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 That's what you
Yes.
said.
Yeah.
Oh, did you? I'm sorry. I was trying to think of the
That's
name. I
all
missed
right.
you. But it definitely had
But-
some Mimic vibes, but it didn't have the cool kind of color palette and lighting of Mimic, right? Where they're showing you a little bit at a time. It
Is
shows
this
you
a
a little
sci-fi
bit too
original?
much. It feels like a high quality sci-fi original.
Yeah, it has some of those TV vibes going.
Yeah.
It does, but then the violence seems a little bit too much for TV.
Yeah. At times, yeah. Yeah. They just show everything. Like you said, just everything.
Show it all, AJ. You know what else they
At the
show?
Olive Garden.
What else they show? Man, they even got boys to men.
Boys
hard.
That's what I was
to
thinking.
men.
How do
It's
they
like
get
Boys to Ben.
Did they say, do you believe in nuts?
I
Is that
believe
what they
so.
say in that?
Yeah.
Did you hear that?
I hope so.
Do you believe in nuts? Maybe you hear. Nobody heard that. Okay.
I thought that's a
maybe I'm
Cher
just hearing
song.
what I want to hear.
Love.
Oh, is it enough? That would make sense.
It might be.
Okay, so we get this nasty sex scene, which is just nasty.
They didn't really
But
show
it
it.
reveals that she is
got a thirst.
infected.
That was
with
freaking
mosquitoes.
sweet. What a twist.
Shit on a stick. Who
Oh,
thought for
no.
sure? Well, they kind of hint at it when she has.
Can you
the
imagine
blue
acting
thing.
these scenes out like that? Bend
Get in your
over.
bra.
Remove your robe.
Yeah.
Coat or whatever.
I want you to like dry heave so I can get
Yeah.
this shot.
Gross.
AJ, if I said in my next movie that I need you to get in your underwear and roll around the ground, seductively,
do it.
but also like you're transforming.
I
Would you
might
that
do
for
it.
me?
I might do it.
You
Is
would
it a
do
leading role? I mean, that's the question, right? It's like a side character.
I don't think you're leading man material. No offense. Sorry. Did Aaron leave? Where'd you go, Aaron?
Yeah, he just
He's
said,
out.
fuck it. He's done. It's like this
He
shit
didn't even mute
sucks.
so he could hear everything.
Yeah, everything he said. Oh man.
I do have a question though, because earlier in the movie, we know that there's this virus that's spreading
Mhm.
across the thing. That's the whole thing she's working on. She has like 3 cases of little gnats. Were those are mosquitoes or whatever?
There we go.
They were
Yeah.
very small.
With the radiation tests or whatever. Yeah.
And those are the tests.
Mhm.
And then later on in the movie, she like unleashes them all
Oh,
upstairs. Was that to like infect everyone or to save everyone?
No, those were the ones that had already been treated. They're gonna be good. So that's why in the news, like later on in the movie, reporters are like, "We
Mhm.
don't know what miracle caused this
To save them.
virus to go away." It was releasing them.
I mean,
So she
that's pretty
saved
accurate
everyone.
to life, isn't it?
She did. Yeah.
Science saves the day.
Science saves the day, AJ.
I like
However, where was Jesus this whole time? He could have saved
Right.
us from the
that.
mosquitoes.
Sleeping on
Too
the
busy
cross.
taking the wheel.
So I want to find my clip because I did make a clip, Aaron, here it is, to finally settle.
The
There's a
pronunciation.
scene in this movie where he says it.
I listened to it
and-
3 times.
I listened to it several times. Lindsay says it's Mansquito.
Because that's the proper way you
Like
should
a
say it.
mosquito, a Mansquito. But I think it said Mansquito the whole time.
Let's hear it.
And so let's play the clip where he
Squeeter or
says
Skeeto?
Mosquito or Squeeto.
Hey!
Guido.
I have a definitive answer.
Said it.
It's Squeeto.
Squeeto.
Chris does so much
And
work.
I I don't think it's any like it could be any
It's,
clearer. I don't
it's
know where
undeniable. No,
I don't know where Mansquito came from. So
Iowa.
I guess that's I was wrong
Yeah.
again, I guess.
Yeah,
You know?
well, it is in,
When you have a
it is a flyover state.
and now, when there's a pattern of things, you kind of start to, make assumptions and yeah. So this Mansquito, he goes on some killing rampages, smushing people's heads.
Oh, that was
badass.
cool,
cool.
too. That was cool.
Mhm.
Look at how
Yeah.
like
The
it
practical
animates
is pretty
and
good
stuff.
there,
It's pretty
yeah.
fucking badass, right?
Yeah.
Fucking badass.
There was definitely
Dude.
passion involved there.
Yeah.
This made me
talent.
want to watch The Fly too. Has anyone seen that?
Not in a very,
I don't
very
No, I
very
didn't know
long
they made a
time.
second one.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, it's gory and stuff.
Mhm.
I don't
Let's
know.
watch it.
I need to watch
Who
it.
made
Yeah.
it? Do you remember?
I do not. Probably some asshole. It's probably terrible actually, but I
Well,
do
I thought
remember
Mick
being
Garris
like
wrote it.
very.
Didn't Mick Garris write the second one?
Probably Mick Garris made it. I think he might have.
That's what he kind of does, isn't it?
I do remember it being very like gory. I could be wrong, and it's
I
like a
think
90s.
he wrote it,
movie.
and then somebody else. Yeah, he wrote the screenplay
Oh, did he really?
along with Jim Wheat and Ken Wheat. Directed by Chris Wallace, starring Eric Stoltz.
Chris Wallace, like the CNN guy or whatever.
That would be amazing.
I'm Chris Wallace, and I directed.
Over the 60 minutes, you fucker.
He did special effects for The Fly. He did special effects for Enemy
I'm Chris
Mine,
Wallace.
Gremlins, and Virtuosity.
Oh shit, Virtuosity. That shit was off the
was
chains.
We should watch
Yeah.
that too. That's a fun movie.
Yeah.
So
We should watch it.
oh yeah, I'd watch it.
And
What-
it's got Daphne Zuniga.
I think what we have to do is watch more
From
movies
Spaceballs.
like this. I'd watch some fun creature feature kind of in this zone. This is fun. This is really enjoyable.
I think we should do a whole year dedicated to creature movies.
Yeah. Man, that would make Spiv and Lindsay really angry. We should do that.
we should agree on something that completely changes the show while they're not here.
Like just change
And then
the
next
date
week
or
we tell them.
You guys didn't get to vote on that?
Yeah, that would be
Too
good. Right?
bad.
Change the format completely.
Change it completely.
Yeah,
and
but
we'll,
completely. We just like don't tell him like
we
maybe,
start the
like,
show
just
and like
segments
and spiff, and he'll be like, "What?" Like,
He
"It's
starts
your
with the
section."
email.
He'll be like, "What section?" Yeah, exactly.
You don't have it prepared? What were you doing?
Exactly.
We talked about this last week. Don't you
Spiff,
remember?
weren't you, do you remember last week? So the lady who's infected and the bug,
Mhm.
Mansquito, have some sort of budding relationship.
Yeah, I
Yes?
wish we would have got that scene. You know,
That scene where the proboscis is seen.
Why
It
doesn't
was
she
del-
get
it
a
was
proboscis?
deleted.
Why doesn't she turn into a full blown?
yeah.
She
Woman
didn't get to
Squeedo?
that. She only got a
Woman
little bit of the
Squeedo.
radiation, so she's just a.
They pushed her
Partial.
just far enough. You know, they're like, I'm gonna keep her really beautiful still. You know,
But she
We're not
turns
going all the
green
way.
and has red eyes. Like
Yeah,
she's
it's
definitely
cool.
still
She's like an
transitioning.
X-Men character
but
now.
you still thought she was
Badass.
pretty hot, and that's what
Yeah.
they were going for.
That's
yeah.
what they're going for.
Yeah.
hmm
I mean, I would watch Lady Squeedo. Don't get me wrong.
Right, we should have a Lady Squeedo
too.
movie.
That'd
It
be
could take
cool.
place in Iowa. We'll call it Corn Squeedo.
Mosquitoes of the corn or something.
Mosquitoes of the corn. Yeah, it's a crossover between Children of the Corn.
It'd take
and-
place on an Amish
Mosquito Man.
farm.
Yeah.
What was you guys' favorite kill? Was the head slash?
I like
think
that. I
that's
mean,
the
Yeah, I
Yeah.
thought that was pretty good.
there's probably some other really good kills. There's a lot of just like stabbing in the chest
Yeah,
and the face and
blood-sucking
stuff.
thing.
Yeah, lots of
You know-
proboscis.
Mhm.
Yes.
I mean, that
know what
one
it
guy
was?
got shot by another security guard. That was pretty great.
Yeah, that's pretty fun. Yeah, I was worried about because for the longest time, for like an hour of this movie, he's just like walking around, and
Yeah.
mosquitoes fly.
What happens then, Chris?
But then
got
they
those
fucking
wings.
fly.
That was
You
cool.
got some Red Bull, and next thing you know, motherfucking
It was pretty
mosquito
cool,
can fly.
wasn't it?
Flying. It was pretty cool.
Does he look like a mosquito though? Is that what
No,
mosquitoes
not
look
really.
like?
He must be
No.
a mosquito man.
Not really.
All right, that's fair. He's a mixture, but I didn't. When Jeff Goldblum turned into the fly, he didn't look like the fly though either.
Right. No.
It's a mixture.
He looked like a
Okay.
grotesque beast.
Yeah.
And then, the end. Like you're saying, this movie is too serious, but it's also not because like the end is a giant bug trap that they kill him in. You know what I mean?
Well, no,
He
that's
does
what I'm
say,
waiting
"Die,
for.
you mosquito man." You know what I mean?
Right. I was waiting for that. I'm like, God, I hope there's a giant freaking bug zapper
Yeah.
at the end. And they do create one. That's I'm like, yes. But throughout the movie, it does take itself pretty darn seriously. Like there's not a lot of like
yeah.
funny lines or anything of that nature. It's more of just like a trying to be a you know,
Yeah.
like a Terminator horror where it's just like constantly coming and killing people.
I really love that
Um,
scene when he first encounters the Mansquito and he's coming out of the subway and he's trying to convince that cop that there's a giant mosquito.
That's so
It's just
good.
the worst fucking writing
Yeah.
and the worst acting.
It's so bad.
It's so bad. I was just laughing through that whole scene.
The writing is terrible.
Oh my God, it's
Which then
terrible.
makes the actors look terrible because they have to say this awful shit.
Yeah, there's no way to deliver those lines. in
no,
a-
you can't. It's so hard. It's all one shot too. It's like a wide shot. Like who
Yeah.
did this?
I think, yeah, if you gave this better lighting, made it a little more dark, a little more.
I thought the
Or
lighting was
boating.
okay.
I mean, but it's
Yeah.
just like they show way too much of the mosquito.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they do. Like at the second scene, you see the whole.
They
fucking
weren't
thing just
hiding.
standing
Yeah,
in the
you're
apartment.
just right
You see
there.
already. Yeah,
You didn't have any of that stuff where you hear like the noise and it's like going across
they-
the ceiling and shadows.
could have
or something.
delayed it.
Yeah, like
like Mimic.
cool.
That,
Yeah.
They pulled that off really well for
You
that.
could have the old grandma like grab the fly swatter.
That's
and then this is his thing there.
Exactly, AJ. I wanted that
That's
kind
what
of
you
stuff.
do. That's what you
You'd
do.
like the tease is to
flag
build the
paper.
tension.
Yeah.
On the ceiling.
It's
You,
just like
you want some dramatic
You need a Gary
tension in your
Busey.
movie. If,
We need
if-
Gary
if you-
Busey to come in.
If you hint at the mosquito and you build that dramatic tension, then when you reveal them and then all the stuff happens, then you okay.
yeah.
But this movie, yeah, it's like, oh, you want a mosquito? Here's a mosquito, and then it
There it
makes
is.
feel boring
Yeah.
because it's
Yeah.
flat.
They
in that
don't
way.
bring in like a mosquito expert
Yeah.
who's like, well, what we need to do, and then
yeah,
he
they
gets
need that
murdered
character.
right away.
Like the hunter. The
yeah,
mosquito
exactly. We need
hunter.
a mosquito hunter. He's
like the
freaking
guy in
Australian for
that
some reason.
lion movie.
Who'd you cast as the
Exactly,
mosquito
that guy.
hunter?
Right. See, you
I
can
don't
cheese
know.
this up a bit. It'd be fun.
I thought of what's his face from Arachnophobia,
Yeah.
John
John-
Goodman.
Go, John Good.
Oh, yeah.
Exactly.
Oh,
Yeah,
Like,
that would
you need
be
like
good.
a
Yeah.
pest control guy to come
Yeah,
in.
Right.
It's
yeah,
like,
that would have been funny.
got a
Kinda
mosquito
funny.
problem.
Guys,
Oh, it's a big motherfucking mosquito.
Oh,
yeah.
man.
Yeah, exactly. That would have been fun. I mean, I assume it's probably because this was a fairly low budget movie, even though there was times when I was like, there is a shit ton of extras. We got cop cars and
Yeah.
ambulances
He
showing up.
really
and shit.
did.
Like,
Yeah.
There was a lot going on, but still probably a fairly low budgetish movie that was shot rather quickly. I love the end monologue when Captain Cop, whatever the fucker's name, is writing his police report.
Yeah.
Let's just read some of this.
Doogie Howser moment.
Finally, the confrontation between Jenny Ray had become one of epic proportions, destroyed in the explosion in the end of Sman. I don't know, but if my cop turned this in as like a fucking report of what happened, I'd be like, what are you doing, sir? Like,
Dude, that's probably how most of the reports are, honestly. It's probably pretty accurate.
Probably. Let's listen to a little bit of his end monologue.
In the end, I lost everything I ever cared about. The only woman I ever loved died saving us all. But as with every ending, there is always a new beginning.
Man, that music.
His delivery there is just
When he
awful.
says there's
God
always a
awful.
new beginning, that's when like the little baby mosquitoes need to
Exactly.
flying
Where's
around.
this
like
there?
her face or something.
It
Yeah.
sounds like he's reading the lines and doesn't know that's going to be at the end of the movie.
where his back starts to crack and like wings pop out. You're like, oh yeah. Right. They could have done something.
Yeah.
But I guess
It
that's what
was-
sets us apart from a good movie and a bad movie.
I really
Yeah.
was expecting a stinger. I was expecting something after
Like a
that.
literal stinger, right?
We
Oh,
did get
Wasp
some
Man.
music in the credits. Let's listen to a little bit of the music.
Man, that's pretty cool, man.
Dude, if you take
Nice
out that
jams
like
for that.
high trilly like
Yeah.
whatever thing,
Yeah.
it sounds like the
Mhm.
rave theme from Matrix 2 or whatever.
Oh, I was picturing like Blade with like the blood.
I like the
flowing
high
Yeah.
out.
thing.
fuck.
It's like wings fluttering, you know? It's cool.
But no, yeah, I'm just
Fits.
saying you took that other. Man, Blade 1, what a fucking awesome movie.
Yeah.
It's so
Movie's
good.
fucking
So
cool.
bad,
It's
but
good
so
too.
good.
Blade 2 is great.
Yeah.
Blade 3,
You can miss it,
Right
yeah.
there.
We got Ryan Reynolds, what are you going to do, you know?
I like Ryan Reynolds. How dare you?
Sure.
Anyways, anything else with Mosquito Man?
I think that's enough Squeedo time.
Yeah, I think we should watch some more of this guy's movies. Like maybe got a couple other ones
Yeah,
on
there
there, like
were- there was a
spiders
few
and
that were on
stuff.
our
Like,
list.
because this was pretty entertaining.
Yeah.
And I could definitely use some entertainment on this show occasionally.
Yeah,
And if you
entertainment for this podcast would be good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just
I think that would
occasionally.
help us
Every
get
once in
back
a
into-
while.
Yeah. We do 7
More
witchcrafts. Maybe
motivated.
throw one of these in. You know what I'm saying? Like,
We need some good motivation.
yeah.
Okay. Alternate titles. Aaron, do you have some alternate titles?
I do not. There's no need for one. This is perfect.
Yeah, it had
And
really
Yeah,
the
they
best
nailed
title.
it the first time and the second time.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I didn't either, but ChatGPT gave me some that are pretty good. Bugging out. The Itchy and Scratchy Man.
That's good.
The Six-Legged Stud. This one is actually pretty good.
What the fuck, ChatGPT?
Buzz Kill. That's pretty good.
That's
Oh,
not
that
bad.
is
That's not bad. That'd be a
good.
good B-man movie.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
Squeedo Squad.
Take that, Marvel.
The Bloodsucker's Bane. Bugaboo. And this one's good too. Mansect.
Nice.
Oh.
Man, maybe it should just be a segment. We just have the
Trademark
chat do
that.
the
Or
work for us,
copyright
the
that
AI.
name right now.
Yeah.
We're
We
gonna
should
make
just have the
Mansect.
chat to our show for
Do
us.
an AI
For
segment.
ChatGPT.
Yeah.
Just run it.
Those are pretty good.
Mansect.
Mansect. All right. AJ, would you recommend Mansquito?
Yeah, I would recommend Mansquito. This was fun. Pretty nice to get the second movie of the year. This is a pretty good follow up to what we had for was it Sinbad last week.
Simmos,
This
yeah.
this was nice. I like the creature movie. It felt good to like get back to some of the stuff we enjoy on the show, like the crazy gore effects, the giant creature. I don't know. It was a lot of fun. I really hope we get some more like this.
Just a quick insert here. Sean's alternate title was Mesquite Ulrich. I assume. Like Skeet
Pete
Ulrich.
Ulrich. Yeah.
Aaron, would you recommend Mosquito Man?
I would. I enjoyed this movie. It was fun.
That's it. That's all you have to say.
That's all I have to say. It's fun.
Rebecca.
Yeah, I'm gonna recommend it. Time.
It's time. Okay.
What does that mean?
I said,
Yeah, I don't know
it's
what-
a good time.
Oh, you cut out and said-
It just
Oh.
said
You're
it's
like-
time.
It's time. And I was like, what's that mean?
Oh, you know what time it is? It's Mansquito's time.
Yeah, no, this movie is fucking awesome. And I really am pissed because this is very early in the year. We're not going to remember
Yeah.
the beauty that was the Mosquito
Oh,
Man.
we'll remember.
Yeah.
Four,
I'll
And
write
by
it in
the
my
end,
notes right
four of
now.
us
Yeah.
will.
You
but-
say that,
Chris-
AJ, but these two down below
Chris-
will turn on us.
No.
Oh, yeah, I
Do you
know.
remember
right?
It's Got a Proboscis? We watched that early in that year, and
Uh-huh.
we had Proboscis talk all year long.
Yeah, but that's because that line is so good. There was no good line in
It's
this.
got a Proboscis.
Mansquito,
We didn't have any
right?
of that in this. Yeah, we were missing
No.
that.
My God. It's
It's
got
got
a
a
proboscis.
Proboscis.
That is a great line.
It's a great line. That was like 7 years ago, 5 years
God,
ago.
they should have stole that line
Yeah.
for this movie, frankly.
Um,
Yeah.
Yes, this was a great movie, and I would highly recommend it. On Tube, it's basically everywhere. And I think
Yeah.
I did watch the sequel.
You just might have to look for different names for it because it is named differently in places.
Dude, I had like the best Tubi run. I had this, I watched this,
Yeah,
some
what else
movie
you watch?
after it, and then I watched Man's Best Friend with Lance Henriksen and a
Oh.
mutant dog. I was like,
Yeah.
this
Is that
is
cool?
fucking awesome. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, no, it's a pretty stupid movie, but it's really good.
Mhm.
Time to move on. AJ or Rebecca, do we have a game?
We do.
Then
Yes.
here we
Look at that.
go.
Game time, baby.
Your theories are the worst kind of puppets, right? Your methods are sloppy and your conclusions are hardly implicit. Shall we play?
Okay.
All right. We are going to dive deep into the world of made up hybrids. So there's like a whole thing where people like to Photoshop
A
animals
zonkey.
together that this one is actually a real hybrid. This is a Z-donk.
Zonk.
A
That's
zonk.
redonkulous.
A Z-donk.
But get into some fake ones and
Can you
see if
spell
you
like a
can name
zonk?
the animals that make them up.
I'm sure you had a lot of fun with this. Okay.
All right. So, what animals make a dubbet?
A duck
and a rabbit.
Yeah.
There he is.
Wow.
Oh, that's
That's
too
a
cute.
great.
It's
I
good
want
shot.
one.
Yeah, I know.
I don't know.
Do they
Ducks
lay
are kind of
eggs?
gross. Like the whole bottom part is just gross.
But he could swim
Why?
around and look cute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then it's fuzzy, but it's
Yeah,
yeah.
but nobody has a pond. What are you gonna fucking do with this?
No one
You
has
just
a
need like a
pond.
bathtub. It's fine.
You're gonna keep your fucking rabbit in your
I'm gonna
bathtub?
keep my dubbet in
Yeah.
a tub, okay?
Yeah.
What would you
For
name
how
your
long?
dog?
That sounds fun for a few days, but then you'll be like, I want to fucking take a shower and I can't because my stupid dubbet's
Well,
on.
then you have the two
Hey, they're
bathrooms.
separate. We've got
Yeah.
shower and tub separate, so
All
the
right.
the dubbet
Yeah.
can live his life.
Okay, fair enough.
And bliss.
Do they eat carrots? How's that? Okay.
How about
Frog
a
and a
pig?
pig.
Yeah.
Really?
Frig.
Okay.
There he is.
Oh, that.
Oh, it's a
Oh
Star
my-
Wars character.
Yeah, right. It's like a Jim Henson decoration over here.
I'm Jar Jar Pig.
Labyrinth 2's coming out
Do
soon.
any creatures have
frig?
mouths like that big in comparison to
Look
their
at those
heads? Like,
eyeballs.
why is the
Frogs.
mouth so big?
I like it
Frogs
looks
do.
like he's smiling.
Frog bow.
You're right. You're right.
Yeah.
I think it needs a
that
pig
makes sense.
snout.
Yeah, that would help.
Yeah, that would be
Yeah.
cool. That would add the cute factor for
Yeah,
sure.
that's
Yeah.
just creepy as fuck. Okay.
All right, how about a punk?
Punk.
Pig and a skunk?
Really?
No, it's got to be a
I think you're right about
a
the
puppy,
skunk.
punch, a pull, what's a PU animal?
Porcupine.
Porcupine?
Yeah,
Furrier?
porcupine.
I don't know.
We don't know.
All right, combining some black and white animals. We've got a panda and a skunk.
Oh, okay.
That's so stupid. I like it.
That's cute.
Yeah.
I could see it rolling
Man,
around.
that's kind of
Yeah.
terrifying, actually.
Well, is it the size of a skunk or is it the size of a panda?
Can we
No,
There,
that's
look like
fair.
a skunk.
Can
Has to
you
be a
quickly
panda.
Photoshop, since Lindsay and Spiv aren't here, what a
Spinsy looks like.
a spinsy? Yeah. We
All right,
combine
how
that.
about a spat?
That.
A bat in
squirrel
some-
and
Could go a
right?
couple ways here.
Yeah, I think there's a bat
Spat.
involved. I think it's a
Yeah.
bat involved. It's
It
a
is a sparrow.
yeah. There you go. A bird and a bat. Yep, spat.
It is a spider cat.
That is terrifying. Spider cat.
Spider-
Spider cat. Spider cat.
does whatever a spider cat does.
How about a showl?
An owl. And
And a
shovel.
Shovel.
Shill, a show, a shaman.
You know, owls can turn their heads completely around. It's amazing.
Owls are awesome.
Yeah, they are cool.
They're really long too.
A
There
shark.
you go.
Oh, a shark and an
wow,
owl.
shark
That's a horror
and an
movie right
owl.
there. Look at
Whoa,
that.
Yeah.
that's a movie
That
we
is
need to make.
creepy.
Yeah.
Watch out! It's the
The eyes are
shark.
dumb, but the mouth is creepy.
Oh, they're
I
shark
think- I
eyes.
think
They're
in
too
the
close
dark
together.
space is pretty creepy.
Yeah.
It looks happy.
Happy to murder you. Yes.
You're right. It's got talons and teeth. It's
Yeah.
you're dead.
There's the
All right.
tagline
How
for the
about
movie.
a linea?
Link and a Linnea, like a Linnea Quigley from fucking Super
Oh no, sorry, it's a
Mobile.
linny. It's a linny.
A Linny,
Lenny.
Yeah.
a
guinea
lion,
pig?
and a
Something with a
Eel?
guinea pig.
sure.
There you go.
We got it. That's awesome. That could murder me and
I
I'd be
like
happy.
that. That's adorable.
Yeah.
Everyone's gonna be like, "Oh, it's so cute," and then it eats you and rips you apart.
Oh my god, look at that
But
face.
it's not going
every
to because
scene.
it's got the mouth of a guinea pig. So
Have you ever seen their teeth?
You can
It'll
feed
just
carrots.
cuddle
A
with
guinea
you.
pig that size would fuck you up.
Nah,
well, but
you
is
feed
it
carrots
is it a
I'm sure you'd hear it coming,
lion-sized
right?
guinea pig or is it a guinea pig-sized lion?
Yeah,
Oh,
guinea
it has
pig
to be
sized
a-
lion?
That would be that'd be
Yeah.
cool.
All right, what's a swama?
A llama and a
Man.
swan.
Yeah.
That's cool. No, that's pretty
ridiculous.
elegant looking, actually.
I really don't know.
We have a swan
It's
at
actually
work.
really well done Photoshop there.
Its mate
How about
died
a
and now
reel?
it just goes around
An
and
eel
like
and
harasses
something. A
ducks.
walrus?
It's great.
Walrus and an eel,
Ooh.
maybe?
Seal and a walrus? No, seal
Hmm.
seal and a what's the WR? A wolf? No, not a
It's hard.
wolverine.
It's a little
reel?
specific. It's a wren and a
Oh.
seal.
Wow, that's really specific.
A wren. Huh.
Looks like it has like a stupid haircut. One of those straight
Like a bowl
across
cut?
covers.
It looks like a monk with its bald
Yeah.
head. How about a puck? Hard to say.
A hawk and
Penguin
a,
and a chuck.
a hawk. Penguin and hawk.
It's a pug and a
pug
hawk.
That's hanging on someone's wall somewhere as a painting.
Pretty good
I
though.
want to get these and put them in my office. Yeah, people be like, "Yeah, that's a cool."
I would hang that.
What?
That's nice.
What's wrong with you?
All right, how about a Sea Rex?
Seal and
A
a
sea
T-Rex.
lion and a
Yeah, T-Rex. It has to be.
no.
It's a T Rex.
Oh.
Not a sea lion.
Mm.
Seal.
A seal?
Nope. It's a seahorse.
Oh, that's cool. That's actually
the
really
movie
good.
to make. Yeah, look at that.
I want
That's
that for my
terrifying.
office, too. Okay,
All right, last one. How about a porca?
porcupine,
Porcupine
and a
and
orca.
Orca.
It is a penguin and an orca.
Penguin orca. That's
That's
cool.
cute.
There you go.
That was fun.
That was
Great.
fun. That was a
That
good
was
one,
really fun.
Rebecca.
Game, Rebecca. Thank you
Nice.
so much.
Uh-huh.
Time to move on. Do some listener feedback. Here we go.
I suggest we read some listener feedback, sir.
Make it so, number one.
Emails. You tiny little emails. You precious little emails. Where are you?
All right. We have a lot of feedback this week.
Whoa.
Really?
Probably because Spiv wasn't here last week. So everybody was like, finally, I can write in
We weren't
without
scared
that
to write
fucking
in.
guy
Got all
reading that
backed
shit. Yeah. Matthew Pfeiffer 6885 says, OMG, Aaron's face at 1550 during the history hole when AJ was talking about the Lifetime movie with the kid who destroys his life from internet porn was priceless. He kinda looked like he was that kid. and was reflecting on his choices.
We have a screen grab of
15,
this.
50.
Yeah, I have to go back for that. That sounds,
What?
I like there's an actual time code here for this. Man.
Taylor Ann says, "What a movie and what a review! For some odd reason, I liked it and I don't regret it.
Okay, cool.
All
To
right.
be young again, to be young again,
Less jaded.
Less jaded. Paul Lilienthal says, "This week in BMN, admiring the beauty of a fart jar accidentally inspires Chris to paraphrase the teardrops in the rain speech from Blade Runner. The podcast perform a filmic autopsy, and Paul contemplates offing himself because of the intense sense of shame that comes with having already seen this movie before." Whew. Universal Soldier has split canon sequels. I've seen the ones with Burt Reynolds and the worst Irish accent imaginable. So that was something that came up. I don't remember what he's talking about with Universal Soldier. Is anyone else? No. Nobody actually pays attention on this show. No.
Are you talking?
I haven't seen Universal Soldier in a long time.
You haven't seen Universal Soldier in a long time?
Like
Very
20
long
years.
time, yeah.
Dude, we should start a podcast just about Universal Soldier.
Universal podcast.
Yeah.
Oh. Podcast soldier.
Yeah.
Different
Soldier
audience.
cast?
David Black says, "The only thing to take note of for the end of the year's award is sweet Juno reactor style end credits song that was part Arabic. Jesus. Part Arabic, part Ghost in the Shell. I did like
First,
the
we're done
villain
with
look
the mixing
though.
of animals.
It was pretty hilarious. Alternate title, So Bad, The Light Sparring of the Dark Knights.
Ooh,
So bad. Like
so bad. I like that.
The Light Sparring of the Dark Knights. Yeah, that movie was fucking awful.
It
Yeah,
was.
it was
Right?
awful.
Yeah, it
It
was.
was
I
awful.
wanted to like it, but
Yeah. Lindsay says, wait, Lindsay?
Lindsay.
No, Lindsay, I'm not reading your fucking
just
thing.
show up to the show.
Show up to the goddamn show once in a while.
God.
Paul Lilienthal also says, "Did Eric R get back to you with a pick yet for the Patreon wheel?" Well, my friend, Eric R did say he was unable to get back into Slack. And then a week later, I messaged him the same thing I sent him before. So he probably still can't get in Slack. But then I found his username and I activated it again. So
Does this help yet? How about now?
So I think he can.
Chris, you can work at IT.
I think the problem is I didn't communicate with him on Patreon at all, and I'm an asshole. And hopefully he still listens to the show, and he does. I did energize or reauthorize or whatever these IT words are.
Energize.
His
Make
user
it
account.
so.
Sweet.
Just fucking email me. Or go to the website and fill out the contact form. And be
Yeah.
like, this is my Patreon pick. Leave a voicemail at what your
Just
Patreon
comment on
pick
this
is.
video and
Voicemail,
say
so we
which
come
one you
back.
want to watch, man. And we'll
Or
bump it to the
comment,
very
and
top
we will
for
bump
the
it
next
to the top.
episode. Like we'll make it right. Unless we forget,
Mike,
which we
I
probably
think this is
will.
Mike D says, "I watched this movie then watched something good after it, and after watching the good movie, totally forgot anything about this movie except the beginning with the kid and the old man. This movie was so boring, and I had hard time paying attention to the point. I didn't realize Dean Stockwell was in it at all. Me and Mike D are like the same.
He's the Canadian version of you.
He is, because he is last year.
Actually,
every
is he
year,
French Canadian?
his picks are always the same as me. So me and Mike D, we are in sync. Joe MacDonald says, alternate titles, Sinbad and the Voyage of the Whitest Arabians.
Jesus.
The Curse of Sinbad, who's not in a movie really, and The Adventures of Sinbad and the ripoff Bolorama. We got one
Sinbad
more.
was not in the movie very much. I don't understand that.
No,
Yeah.
he wasn't.
It was Richard Grieco.
He was
He
too
was
Why
too
busy.
couldn't they
drunk.
just make a sequel to Sex Cat? Sex Cat 2.
This guy.
Like, that's what
I don't
the
think that's
audience
what that movie
demands.
is called, Chris.
I know, it's
Sex
fucking great. Like, what? That's what I want from Richard. Like, make it now. That would be even better. Dean Stockwell, this is Marilyn Knepper. Dean Stockwell's voice sounded like a bad Cobra Commander impression. I was thinking that guy from the Gadget, Universal Gadget. What's that?
Oh,
Human
Inspector
Gadget?
Dr. Gadget?
Inspector
Dr.
Gadget.
Claw. Dr.
Dr.
Claw.
Yeah.
That's what it was, yeah.
Yeah.
It's the last
Yeah.
thing I do.
The name
gotta have the
Mephisto
cat.
sounds like redneck cousin of Mephisto. True. Iowa version
Mephisto?
of Mephisto. Alternate title, Sinbad versus the Power Rangers. Villains. Xerox, Warrior Prince. The legendary adventures of Grieco. Sinbad, the quest for the flipping coin. This movie was not good. Out of a rating of 1 to 10, I give it one of Mickey Rooney's balls. Dean Stockwell deserves his cigars.
One of his dry old desert balls.
Hanging low.
Hanging low. Do your balls hang low? Do they wobble and roll?
That is listener feedback. If you want to get your message on the show, leave a comment on the YouTube. Send us a voicemail at bad-movie-night.com. It's on the right-hand side. We love playing those on the show.
Next year, we're going to do best voicemail for end of year.
Yeah.
If we make it that far.
Yeah, we'll see. Also, okay, well, it's time to move on and do the wheel. But I had a thought about the wheel. Because we keep going back on, like, this week's the Patreon pick. This week, blah, blah. Why don't we just put everything on the wheel? And we have, like, our pick. Like, we have, like, a few that says our pick. We have a few that are witchcraft.
Because then we don't get enough Patreon.
You won't even be able to see
Yeah, we
the
did that
wheel.
before. That's why we went to the Patreon wheel.
Yeah, because you tap out at some point, right? You can't put so many things on the wheel.
Right.
No. I'm saying
elimination.
we don't put our actual choices in the movie. We just have a movie or two that says our pick. So if it lands on it, then we get to.
I like that idea.
Yeah, like
and the same with witchcraft.
It could just be a ship's photo or something. Yeah.
Let's do that.
So we do. All right, let me share the screen.
That's a good idea.
Thanks.
Then we'll get some more despiser action in here.
So, for instance, this is a Patreon week. We have a lot of Patreon.
Can we get rid of the
here.
fingernails for fuck's sake?
The fingernails and leave it on because I figure
That's
we'll
us.
just do witchcraft if that's us.
Oh, witchcraft.
So there's a lot on here, and I can go through them. Maybe I'll read them real quick because Sean nicely gave me a list. We got Black Devil Doll from Hell, which was Jamie's pick. We got The Diver Dark Hero. I don't know who it's from. We got Dead Space from 1991. That's Michael K's. We got Mansquito, the Omega Code 2. Megiddo, the Omega Code 2 from David Black. Escape from Death Block 13 from Matthew Pfeiffer. Six String Samurai from John Apathy. And Apple from Paul Lilienthal. And Silent Trigger, somebody. He doesn't know who recommended that. Jesse Maggers says Divine Enforcer from 1992, which I didn't add to the wheel. Hold on, give me one second.
Add Divine Enforcer.
Yeah, let's replace fingernails with that because that's way better.
No, we're not replacing fingernails.
That's disgusting, man. I actively want to vomit just looking at that.
I gotta add this. The fingernails? Why? Everybody has them, Aaron. If you look down at your hand, you have at least 10 of them.
You're assuming I have all my fingers.
At least. Hopefully more.
Oh my god, it froze. Oh my god, the wheel.
The wheel couldn't handle it.
The wheel froze.
The free software has
Too full. The fingernails got stuck.
Oh my god, I was so close. Google Chrome said it was crashing.
Oh my god.
But it held strong. And I've been able to upload the cover. Okay. I'm gonna share it.
It was that one megabyte just did you end the upload.
All right, present. All right, so now it's time. Let's do this wheel. It's all Patreon picks.
Cool.
Right.
Look at that. That's awesome.
Here we go. Spinning.
Come on.
Oh, it's a slow wheel.
Witchcraft. Come on.
Jesus Christ, this thing's spinning.
Oh my god. The colors.
Spinning.
Mega Code.
What is it?
Megiddo. The Omega Code.
Oh my god.
2.
This is going to be
Wait,
unwatchable.
is this the sequel to the
isn't
Rutger
it?
Hauer movie?
I think so.
This might be unwatchable.
From 2001.
I recognize that cover. Oh man.
Oh, this shit looks off the chains. Give me a second. Oh shit.
Megiddo. What does that mean?
We're about to find fucking out, Aaron. Hold your horses. All right, let me share the trailer here for Omega
It's a
Code
city.
2 Megiddo.
Mansquito is in town.
Just when
And the armies gathered for the Battle of Armageddon to the place in the Hebrew tongue called.
We're not going to listen to what he says.
Megiddo?
I think it's a little
1,000
trailer.
years we have waited.
What?
For 2,000 years we have known.
Or Megiddo.
For 2,000 years the world has feared
Oh my god, how many fucking years?
that one day
Dude.
Oh, it's 12 pixels.
the last day.
Dude. Are these dinosaurs?
This is like the 90s FMV. This is your cutscenes from Command and Conquer or some shit. Is that Kelsey Grammer? What the hell's going on here? It's so low res, I can't tell.
To the place in the Hebrew tongue called.
Do we need to hear how he pronounces Megiddo, or are we just going to go with Megiddo? Are we going with Megiddo?
Megiddo. There's no U.
Oh, is that All right, let's hear how he says it.
Megiddo.
Megiddo? What?
All right. It's definitely Megiddo, right?
Yeah.
I mean, maybe not.
Do you think he says Megiddo at the beginning?
We don't have.
I think he said the exact same thing.
To the place in the Hebrew tongue called Megiddo.
Oh, he said the exact same thing.
Why do we have a kid reading this who can barely read?
Oh, look at that.
Why can he barely read? He was writing everything fine except for Megiddo.
He's a kid. I don't know. It just seems weird.
Oh, now kids can't read?
Are we going to be able to find this anywhere? That's the
a great
question.
That's a good
'Cause
question.
This seems pretty obscure.
Megiddo, Omega Code Megiddo is available.
Really?
On Tubi.
Really?
On Amazon Prime.
Wow.
Sean says the word Armageddon comes from the words Har Megiddo.
So what does
there
the
you
har
go.
mean in that? If Megiddo means like motherland, what is har?
Holy fuck on a stick. Michael Biehn is in this movie? Guys. Michael Bihn's in this movie. Michael York is in this movie. Udo Kier is in this movie. Arlie Ermy is in this movie.
Oh, this is getting to be good.
2001's
You got a
Megiddo, the Omega Code 2. That's what we are watching next week. It is available on Tubi. It is available on Amazon Prime. The U.S. Vice President Michael Biehn tries to stop his demonic brother Michael York from building armies in preparation for Armageddon. Is this like a faith-based movie? Is that what we're getting
That's what
at?
it seems like.
Did they
Sorta,
fix
but
it
sorta
with
not.
prayer?
Like faith.
I'm getting
adjacent, right? Like
Kirk
Constantine
Cameron
or something.
vibes.
Oh God, no.
Yeah, I was getting. What's that movie?
The tanks shoot like
Suck-
Bibles out or
suck-
something. Holy water.
Heaven, or what's that?
Holy
what's that?
water.
What's that? It's like Kirk Cameron's
like
Left Behind,
squirt
right?
guns
Left
full of
Behind.
water.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
I said, "Suck me to heaven."
Suck me to heaven.
I don't think that's
That's the porn version
People
of
Drag Me to
it.
Hell.
That's probably already full for now.
Suck me to heaven.
What the hell?
I don't know. I was
Well, let's
thinking
see.
because
What's the director? What else has he directed? Like he's directed The Man from Hong Kong, Death Cheaters, The Stuntmen, The Love Epidemic.
Yeah.
He's not directing like. I don't think he's directing a lot of.
We'll dive into that next week. Aaron. We got
Stuff
plenty of
here.
time to work on the history. You can work on that 3 minutes before the show next week. That's gonna do
I'm not
it
going to put any effort in.
for this week's. That's what we like to hear. That's gonna do it for this week's episode. Next week we are watching the Omega Man 2 Megiddo or something like that. What's it called? Yeah, Megiddo.
Megiddo.
Megiddo. I don't know. Megiddo.
Mansquito.
Megiddo.
On Tubi and Amazon Prime. So join us next week. Hopefully Lindsay and Spiv will be back. I wouldn't count on it. You never check your eggs until they're hatched. Right? Rebecca?
What was that?
What's the saying? You never
Roast
lay
and
here.
hash.
Check your eggs until they've all hatched or
Light a
something.
fire, check your eggs.
That famous saying people say. That's it for this week's episode. I want to play this one more time just to clear it up for people. Hey!
Guido.
And
All right,
that, I
that we
think, about
confirmed
sums
it.
that up. We will catch you here next week, guys. Goodbye.
Bad Movie Night Podcast. 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 We hope you enjoy listening to Bad Movie Night.